Today I have a special guest and I'm going to interview him and I'll share some tips, ultimate tips with you. All right, could you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, my name is Shahriar. My last name is Chubdar. I've been teaching English about 8 or 9 years, and I've been teaching English literature now for more than 3 years. So I got my master's degree in English literature, also my bachelor's degree, both of them in English literature. And that's it. I'm 31 years old, and that's about me.
That's all.
Brief introduction. Yeah.
That's great. And today, just to make this video more engaging, and while I was just coming here, I saw this Jenga here, and we are going to play together. So for each question that I'm going to ask Shahriar, and we will just take one block, and let's see. We will just continue this video till it falls down. All right? So I'm going to ask you the first question. All right. Let's start from this one. Okay.
Is there any rule for that? Should we start from the
or the bottom? No, to be honest.
That time, yeah.
No idea. I'm going to start from this one. I think it's... No, that's difficult.
Okay.
Okay, this one is easier. I think that one works. Okay, this is the first one. All right, my first question. What inspired you to become a teacher?
Actually, teaching is an important part of my life because while I was just majoring in literature, I like to know about different things, and I like the methods that the teachers used to teach us. So I found it kind of interesting to give all those information and simplify all the material for the students. So that was the reason for me, I guess.
That's great. All right, thank you. Turn.
Okay. So maybe this one.
Oh my delay. Forgot it.
That's fine.
All right,
that's
I put next to yours.
That's fine.
All right.
Okay.
All right. For the next question, let me...
should I ask you a question?
No, I'm gonna ask all the questions.
That's fine.
I'm sorry, my just let me... Okay, this one, I think that must be... All right.
Let's go for the second one, I guess.
All right. All right. When students come to you, generally they have different levels.
Okay.
How do you assess their levels, or what would be the best way to assess a student's level before starting a course or lessons with them?
Yes, most of the time I start with asking some questions. And, you need to check their grammar, their vocabulary range, fluency, and also listening skills. So with asking some basic questions about the tenses or the grammar rules that we have, you get to know, their level in English. And other than that, there are some written tests that you can find on some websites. So I guess these are the ways that I use to assess my students.
That's great. And I think it needs also some experience after.
Yeah, exactly. After years of teaching, you get that experience to just ask them some questions, and you can check the feedback and the mistakes that they make. And that's the way that I assess my students.
It's your turn.
Okay. Then I'll go for this one.
All right, very good.
Yep.
All right, now I'm going to ask my next question. You talk about mistakes, and based on your experience in teaching different countries, could you tell me common mistakes that you observed in your classes or...
Yes, the most common one was the use of I agree, and instead of saying I agree, most of them they say I am agree.
Yeah.
So using it as an adjective is a lot of the most common mistakes that I saw in grammar. And there are some other mistakes like using the third person S and pronouns sometimes. So yes, I guess these are the typical mistakes.
Examples of third person S and pronoun.
Yes, for example, they use he, for example, with the simple present without using S. For example, he thinks that he is really smart, instead of using he thinks that he is really smart. So yes, these are the things that, these are some minor mistakes that we think that they're not important while we're speaking, but they're actually really important.
Yeah.
And that makes a big difference.
That's good. So don't say I am agree, don't say he think. Always add S after he, she, it, and we don't have I am agree. Don't use it. All right, thank you.
No problem. Actually,
Seriously?
Yeah, playing.
Okay.
It's your turn, yeah.
All right. All right, this one.
You got lucky.
I think,
Yeah.
hopefully,
So
yeah.
if it follows the interview is over.
Yes, that's right. All right, thank you. Now let's continue with pronunciation. A lot of students in different countries, they want to pronounce the words perfectly. And what is your suggestion for the students to improve their pronunciation?
I guess first of all, knowing about phonetics can help a lot. And after that, listening is a skill that is related to pronunciation. So listening to music, watching some movies, and checking the phonetics can be the best solution for that, I guess.
Can you explain about phonetics a bit more? Because
These are some signs and symbols that we have for each letter. And it's and you can check the stress on each word. So while you're pronouncing or just saying that word, you can put the stress. You know, for example, it starts on the first syllable or on the second syllable. So by checking phonetics, you can find it in the dictionary, the first part. It can help a lot.
And do you think it is important to learn pronunciation?
So of course it is important because it is directly connected to the confidence. While you're speaking, if you have a kind of fluency and your pronunciation is good, it can help a lot.
All right, that's great. Thank you. Your turn.
This is my own, yeah. Played last time, so I go for this one to make it a little bit harder.
Alright.
Bam.
How did you do that?
I don't know, just
Okay. Thank you.
yep.
All right.
We can go for the next one.
All right. I'm gonna ask the question, and after that, please give it a try. All right. First, as you know, a lot of students want to improve their vocabulary,
Right.
which is a bit difficult. First, I want to know your perspective on improving vocabulary, and after that, do you have any tips or tricks for the students to improve their vocabulary?
Again, should I drink some water?
Absolutely, please.
About the vocabulary, I guess. Again, reading can help a lot because while you're reading, there are so many words that you don't know the meaning, and using the context to guess the meaning is really helpful. Knowing the Latin roots for the vocabulary can help a lot. For example, in some words like temperature or intemperate, you have the Latin root temp, and by using that knowledge, you can just guess the meanings, derivatives of that word. And other than that, again, you know, because all these skills are somehow related to each other. If you're reading, if you're listening to music, if you are speaking, it can help with all the skills, other skills. So yes, I guess the best tips are the Latin roots and reading.
All right, that's great.
Reading some novels, because you know that there are some leveled books that you can get help from. And for example, B1, B2, and all the novels are simplified somehow in those books. So I guess these are the best tips for that.
That's great.